Alright, we're going to continue today with some more Hero's Tale. It's been a while since I played it. I've kind of been busy. Metroid Prime 4 came out, which, if you can believe it, would be the most absurd thing to say playing Hero's Tale. Because when this game was new, what, Prime 4 wasn't even, or Prime 2 wasn't even out? So we're just going to play this because I'd like to make progress in it. And I barely even remember what I was doing in it, so, you know, that's nice. That's my fault. It's not because Hero's Tale is, you know, Hero's Tale. That's my fault. Totally legit. But yeah, so. Alright, this is where we got to last time. I barely have really even done a lot of playthroughs. I'm going to try to get back to doing more. And the reason why is because, one, I'm behind on stuff and I have plenty of time. And two, and I'll say this because this is also going to pertain a lot to making GameCube playthroughs. One, it's nice to make GameCube playthroughs because it's kind of what this channel was originally made for. And, among other things. And two, because they are finally releasing the new 007 game, and I will be going back and making playthroughs on all the old Bond games prior to that. Now, some of them aren't very long, right? I only anticipate maybe a day or two for each of them, and I think that'll be really fun because a lot of them some of them I haven't played, a lot of them I haven't played in many, many years. The only one I've really played kind of consistently is Nightfire. That's the only one I've actually... Oh, what the hell's up with the... Okay, the C-stick was stuck. That was weird. Kind of scared me for a second. Bro, every one of my GameCube controllers is starting to get fucked up, man. Don't make me have to buy another one, please. These shits are not cheap. Oh, shit, where'd you come from? Can we not tackle them? Yes, we can. Okay. It's always kind of hard to do combat in the Spyro game to a degree. It just feels very floaty in this game. It feels weird. Part of that is just because the movement is completely different from a PlayStation 1 game, though. I fully acknowledge that. But it's just even the way he walks, it just looks very floaty. There. It makes me wonder what's going to be the next, like, GameCube era game that gets rediscovered, like that one Pikmin game, or the Piglet game, Piglet's Big Game. What's going to be the next one to get rediscovered like that, you know? Because that's a game that's existed, like, people have played it before. You're a friend.
Hello. What sort of fish are you? And where are your fins?
I'm a dragon.
I'm not a fish, I'm a dragon. My name's Spyro.
Well, dragonfish, here's a tip. To get through these ruins, you'll have to follow the markers.
Thanks, but once again, I'm not a fish, I'm a dragon.
Oh, a sea dragon. Got it.
Oh my god, he pulls a Leon! Oh, women! That wouldn't fly today. Like Jim. There. Oh, please don't poke me. I have no HP. This is great. Maybe I go the other way. Where's all the fodder in this level? Seriously, there's basically like none. I mean, there's no lives in this game, so, you know, I don't even know why I'm stressing. There's literally no lives in this game, so does it matter? Let's see how high up we can go. Oh, now you appear. Does it go any higher? Yes. Shows you the difference between a 2000s game and a 2010s game and a 2020s game, huh? Absolutely wild. Complete fever dream. There. There's mantle in this game, right? I think there is. Alright, well guess what? We're out of keys immediately. I mean, we could go back. I guess we kind of have to go back and buy keys then. Kind of don't really have a choice. Where do we come in? Where do we come in from? I actually don't even remember. Yeah, that's right. We don't have to go after every chest. I forget, man. Basic Spyro, like, is just completely abandoned in this game. You don't have to grab everything. It's like a suggestion. It's like a low-key a Jack and Daxter clone. Which isn't even necessarily a bad thing. What the fuck? Electricity only. Nice.
Oh, hello, Spyro. This is my invincibility gadget, which will protect you from... well, pretty much everything.
Except falling.
You'll need 24 light gems to power the gadget.
Do we have it? I don't even know. I guess not. I like how the crab obviously has a... Oh, he has a thrown attack. That's crazy. The crab obviously has a human voice actor. Hey, come here! Bob, I need you to do this real quick. No, once more, like you're choking on a kebab. Oh my god, video games are truly an art, man. I love them, man. What? Whoa, I did not want to do that. I'm probably gonna end up buying a new GameCube controller because this is ridiculous, man. I have one that's like Smash Brothers, and I don't know where it is. Because if I do this, it makes him spin. What in the fuck? Oh, that is so terrible. Yeah, if I spin it this way, sometimes he does weird motions. I don't know, man. That's really weird. All right, let's pay the markup on the stupid keys. I don't really care. Let's see. 2 times gems. Fuck it. I think it's permanent, right? Yeah. Wall cannot be climbed to acquire the ability from one of the elders. Spark shooter.
This looks like a job for Sparks. Hooray.
Why are you speaking in third person? They did something really weird to Sparks in this game, man.
While you stand guard out there?
Sure. They did something really weird to Sparks. I mean, just look at him. Look at how they massacred my boy. A, missiles is Y, smart bombs B, slow L, speed up R, and then rapid fire. Y missiles, B smart bombs. There you go. Oh, great. What? Bro, I am getting bodied by this. What in the fuck is going on? I have to use more bombs. There you go. I love that you just can't even see. That's my favorite part. Seeing is for chumps, dude. What? I'm through it. That's bullshit. I even die on the other side. Are you serious? Alright, now that I'm warmed up, let's not get hit by stupid shit again. Okay, I did the same mistake again. They come really quickly from the right, but it's fine. Wait, you don't even have to kill everything. You just have to get to the end. There's no score. Okay. I forgot, boosting requires energy. Okay. Well, I'm only in a marginally better position. What is this even supposed to be? What? Oh my god, dude. The hitboxes on this shit is gigantic. Well, I'm not in any better of a position. I wasn't sure if they were dead or not. Oh my god. Are you serious, dude? This is like level 2. This is insane. I'm gonna have to play super safe just to get to the end to sacrifice some hits, probably. And that's a valid point. I don't have to kill everything. They barely even fly at you. Doesn't that defeat the purpose of a shmup? Thank you. Oh shit, these guys shoot web, but I'm already past them. Good lord. Here, I'm all the way on the right side of the screen. Thank you. And then maybe next year, and I've said this for multiple years in a row, maybe I'll actually do the Star Fox Assault playthrough. Now that I actually have like a pretty decent, like fully done setup, maybe I'll actually play Star Fox Assault. Since I always talk about it every single year and then I never play it. And it's not even that like great of a game. It's not even like a crazy playthrough that would be like really epic. It's a game I enjoy. I just think it's pretty short. Like you could beat it in like one afternoon. Compared to Adventures. Surprised that doesn't damage you. Okay. That time we did it perfectly. Alright, so now we have to do it on hard mode for a light gem.
dragon egg. Although I have no idea how I carried it out.
Very meta. Okay, light gem. That's how you know this is going to be cooked, man. Did they even spawn any health? I never saw a health pickup. Did the whole thing never saw a health pickup, not once. It's a myth. He didn't die. Okay, right side only. Shit, I was greedy on that. It's hard to tell like how many enemies are not getting hit, so I should have played it safe. That was like a free not hit. They just give you less bombs, I guess? Yeah, pretty much. You know, I kind of prefer the top-down shooters a bit more than on rails. I wonder what the logic behind the change was. There you go. That was harder. That felt easier. My only mistake was just being stupid. What? How is that harder? Oh, less bombs, but what it really shows you is you don't need bombs because the enemies don't really home in on you that much, but thankfully, because the mechanics are so-so.
Check it out, a light gem. I'm so good, this game should be called Sparks the Dragonfly.
Nobody would buy it. $10 indie tale at best. Like, no one would buy it, no one would care. He was gold in the cutscene, but green now. Look at that. Okay.
The gadget is active. Enjoy your invincibility.
Okay. Yeah, look at it. It whips around. The depths. Oh, it's a store. It didn't have his thing pop up. Okay. Alright. We have to go further. We have to go back around. What were we supposed to be invincible from? Oh, the wall kick. That's what it is. We don't have the wall kick yet. Okay. It's fine. You know, like I said, I think the elemental breaths mixed with like some of the beat 'em up from Spyro the Legends series would be like a really good blend. I think you could have some enemies that are like really good. Like you get a couple moves. It doesn't have to be as in depth. But I don't really remember A New Beginning really even having that much complexity in the combat. Feels like every enemy gets lifted and you just do the same 3-hit combo on them. And I didn't play Eternal Night, and I played Dawn of the Dragon, and I hate to say this, purely for the achievements, because it's a very simple game to get full achievements on. I did that way back in the day. I couldn't even tell you. 2010? 2011? Definitely not 2012. That was a really easy game to get 1,000 gamer score on, and it was pretty much the only Spyro game on the 360 at the time. And it would be for like almost another, what, like decade until they remastered them. Hard to believe the remaster is 7 years old now. That was a 2018 launch, right? Because it was the same year as Assassin's Creed. I know it feels weird to say. It feels weird to play games that are legitimately like 20 years old. That I remember when they were brand new. This is how the Gen Xers felt. Watching their favorite games just get passed over by Ocarina of Time. Do we need to go back? There. Oh, was that the... That was the way out, okay. I mean, that's how I would diversify it. I mean, with Crash, it became like a difficulty thing. So Crash was more about, like, how can we make Crash harder, right? Which obviously is already, like, a contentious thing to do to a niche series to begin with. But whatever, right? Fuck it. Maybe sometimes that makes it more memorable. But they did that for Crash, right? They had the whole, they made it difficult, which I can respect. Maybe Spyro, you make more of a, and I hate to say it, or I don't know, I think more games should do it. You make it more of a Zelda game, honestly. You make each level have more, like, innovation and more puzzles, more everything. Couldn't hurt. I mean, at this point, it couldn't hurt at all, but, you know, it's never gonna happen. I've kind of accepted that. We have 3 amazing adventures that defined an entire genre and series, and then a really shitty sequel, and then a really mid-game, and then a bunch of GBA games that honestly, like, they're good ideas, and they could probably on their own be another 3 good 3D games, but that's the problem, is someone would have to have the ability or the willingness to make a remake of those games. And if that's not the most depressing state of affairs, I mean, welcome to the modern game industry. Hey, you guys could just market to nostalgia forever. Like, for the foreseeable infinite future, we could just have tons of old games. And it'll be just like the old days, all these characters will come back, and people will be happy because it will remind them of their childhoods. Nah, let's just make fucking garbage. We don't actually want to do any of that. That would give us money. We hate money. Yeah. What kind of loser wants to play games that he would be happy to play, man? Don't be ridiculous. Where was that? Was that on the other side? I think I have to go back. You know what? No, let's break this. Since stuff is popping in. That's why I'm hoping that we get a Thug 1 and Thug 2 remaster, because I actually really like those games. Even though I'm not a skateboarder at all, I actually enjoyed them for all the tricks and stuff. They had a lot of customization in those games, actually. If you can believe it, they were incredibly customizable games. Now imagine if they came out in the internet era. Like, you would be able to customize so much on those games. It would be insane. Custom skaters, custom tracks, custom everything, man. I mean, people, you know, we didn't think we were going to get, you know, Pro Skater 1 and Pro Skater 2 remakes. And now Pro Skater 3 and 4 just came out. So Thug is not totally off the table. Maybe Tony Hawk or someone will pull some strings. Just say, fuck it, we might as well remaster it, right? You only ever really have to remaster it once, just so that way the average per Joe could play it. I thought I was going to reach it. And then that's it, you never have to remaster it again. That's the glory of remastering things on a PC port, like an x86, or I guess at this point x64. Like, that's it. Every console is now x64 anyway. You don't really have to do much anymore. Thank you. I'm on the tippy tip. There you go. Alright, I'm back again. See, I actually really like this. Like, more of this would be so good. Just not the control scheme they went with. Holy shit. It's like a Nintendo control scheme. I mean, it is on the GameCube. But more like even on the Switch now, though. They'll duplicate buttons across multiple... They'll duplicate inputs across multiple buttons because they have to account for Joy-Cons. I think they just kind of demand that their games have really simplistic control schemes, which I'm really not a fan of. Okay. I mean, shouldn't they be happy with that? We fixed up their stuff. You know, maybe this Spyro guy isn't so bad. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, Lord. That's basically what worked on Bianca. I thought we were stealing dragons so they could repopulate. They kind of reused that same plot. They're like, fairy wings are good for me, so I want to take fairy wings. That's in one of the season games. I always get them mixed up because honestly, they feel like fever dreams. They don't really feel like games that actually exist. They feel like very. I don't want to use the phrase El Cheapo because they definitely were good at the time. But they're very limited by the fact that they're 2.5D GBA games. The 2000s just weren't very kind for these mascots, man. It really sucks. On some level, I feel like a lot of the devs did what they could. You know, probably with IPs that, let's be fair, weren't really popping as much. They probably felt very played out. You know, you probably had some people saying, oh, you know, we've already done this, so why are they making another one? You know, stuff like that. I feel bad. As someone who was directly affected by it, I feel bad.
Go ahead, Spyro, if you've got money to spend.
Toxic Rise. Oh no! Why did that work the second time? There you go. They don't call it Toxic Rise for nothing. Okay. Really what it is playing Prime 4 reminded me how much fun it is to do playthroughs. Like, will there ever be a more intimate way to bond with someone you've never met than talking about shared video games experiences? Maybe. I think in our generation, and more rather specifically mine, because my generation was really the single-player gen, like, I don't know, man. I'm not saying that, you know, modern-day kids and people can't, but I feel like the single-player games are more slim pickings in lieu of Fortnite and shit. Just being honest. A little more. Right? There's 5 of them. Yeah, okay. I'll fix up the door. Oh no, we've already hit this. Okay. Got those ominous eyes, dude, like a Luigi's Mansion ghost. It's also just that, like, having played Luigi's Mansion 2 at this point, as well as Luigi's Mansion 3, I just feel like that's a series that never really got better. I feel like the first game captures the soul of it perfectly. You know, normally it's like, oh, well, the first game usually is the good idea, the second game is usually the great idea, the third game is just made to cash in, you know, like that's kind of a lot of games, right? When you play a lot of them, it's like, oh, here's the first game is the, you know, the most pure of intention, the second game is the refinement, the third game is like the ultimate, like either the ultimate game or the cash in, and there's usually not really an in-between between those two. Best example I could give would be Dead Space, honestly. But we don't have to rant about EA being bad to their fucking games. That's kind of implied by the name EA being on. Damn, this dude is fast. What the fuck? Got magnetizes to it, and you cannot hit that at all with that. Yeah, why did they not? Why does B do nothing in the air? Very interesting control schemes on some of these games. Namely, I don't even know. B doesn't even do anything. I don't know if that comes into play later or not. There you go. Actually, wait, we missed a chest in the toxic room. It was somewhere up here. I remember seeing it while I was swinging around. There it is. I don't know if I can reach it from here. Yep. Oh, mantle, baby. So good, even games today don't do it. Hey, you almost made that jump. I got you, brother. You'll play as these monstrous, roided characters and they can't do a pull-up. Unfortunate. We'll at least share that in common, I guess. Alright. Did you enjoy that? In and out. Very nice. Okay, well, we'll pay the markup. Who cares? Let's teleport. Waterfall Walkway, Coastal Depot. That's it. Well, we're done here. So we've already done everything. So let's go to Coastal Depot, I guess. Yeah, see, it's only temporary. I told you. It's only temporary that it doubles the power of all gems. I knew it. I was like, there's no way this is actually a long-term power-up, right? Because I would have remembered that. Nah, it's only temporary. If you know you're probably going to run into, like, a high gem area or something. It's fine. Music. Terrifying. Okay. Not a lot of fodder in these levels either. They kind of just exempt that. All right, we need to do 20 total. Look, I don't know what sounds crabs make, but that is the first thing I would have tried to figure out, okay? Why not just reuse some of the sound effects from the last game? Piranhas. Oh, dear God. Bro really wants to anti-air you. Goodbye. That's actually one of my favorite little Easter eggs about Spooky Swamp, is you could just ignore like half of it. I never really thought about passing that Moneybags door just by damage boosting. But you can do it. All you have to do is damage boost past the piranhas, if they even touch you, because the piranhas have to. Oh, I'm dead. Maybe. No, okay, perfect. The piranhas have to actually physically touch you in order to damage you. That's why, as I've gotten older, one of the things I actually end up appreciating more is Spyro 3. I think Spyro 3 does a lot of stuff really cool, but the problem is that Ripto is just a more compelling and more funny and fun boss than the Sorceress. Sorceress is kind of just like one-note villain. Like, the real star of the show is Bianca, and then there just never was a game that really capitalized on her afterwards. Oh, great. No, you asshole, stop. Yo, thirsty, man, thirsty. No way. Yeah, the double jump makes it really weird. Then they never bring back Alora for some reason. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's okay. Out of all these major platformers, only Ratchet and Clank is still around, which is probably one of the most depressing things that you could imagine. It's not even that I hate Ratchet and Clank. I just feel like Ratchet and Clank's humor is way too on the nose. Like, it knows it's parodying way hard. And I think that's what makes it, I don't know, not as funny to me. I know I say I like parody series, but I don't know, man. I feel like parody series are best when it's done like Conquer or Time Splitters, where, you know, it's a little bit more mature, right? They kind of expect that you've played these games or that you know all this stuff. If it's really, like, I don't want to say kid friendly, it just doesn't hit the same. Okay. Alright, we have to go either left or south. Or, sorry, that's not left. When we exit, it'll be left. And then south is if I was looking at the map only. And one of these is the boss, so we definitely can't do that. What? Wait, how does the map work on this? This is very confusing. Alright, we're going this way. I didn't see that one. Like, just imagine a studio whose only job is to remaster and slightly change ports of old games. That's the thing, I just feel like most of these big publishers that still hold this wouldn't touch that. Like, they'll do Battle for Bikini Bottom because that has such an outstandingly large, like, niche but relatively big speedrunning base So they'll do Battle for Bikini Bottom, right? Like, that was kind of an easy one. That's probably the most popular game Nickelodeon Studios has ever put out. I struggle with, can you name another big Nickelodeon game? I can't think of one. Between all their 2000 shows and even the 90s ones, was there ever like a Hey Arnold, Rocket Power, you know, Wild Thornberrys game that was on the same level? No, Battle for Bikini Bottom and by extension SpongeBob is where all the money was. Because SpongeBob is just such a huge moneymaker that even today, that's all they do. You know, totally in line with Stephen Hill's wishes, obviously. They would never violate those for the sake of money and profit. Totally. Okay, well, we have to do some shit to get that. They would never do that. Everyone knows corporations are just like the backbone of moral and ethical behavior in a heavy, late-game capitalist society. Totally. But yeah, no, that's just the unfortunate truth, is that unfortunately none of these games really sold. None of them really did much. We are so cooked when it comes to video games, man. It's not even funny. You fodder? Okay, I guess you are. I don't need you. This is the best I could do. Look at this. Like, I don't even hate the double jump. I just hate that if you don't glide right away, you can't start the glide later. It's like anti-Spyro. Wait, why can I not get up here now? Thank you. There you go. I genuinely don't even think that collectathons are that unpopular. I just think that they're not something you could really pour a big budget into and expect to get big profits out. I think that's the number one thing about it. Turtle lady.
Spyro, thank goodness you're here. My hatchlings can't seem to get into the water. And naturally, with me being a turtle, I want my newborn children to be able to go into the ocean unsupervised.
Try for a dragon egg? Save the turtles by killing all attacking enemies. Fire shells, continuous fire. How well the enemy's doing, okay. Drop it. Yeah, the birds have to take priority for sure. The crabs, not so much. The crabs are too slow. This is like a very grim reality. This is the more realistic version of Turtle Soup. Oh, fuck. Drop it. Ma'am, how are you going to protect your children? Did you get one? No. Ma'am, what were you going to do if I didn't come along? Holy shit. Well, I didn't invest in home security or a safe path to the ocean, but I bought this minigun.
Thank you, Spyro. Why don't you take this egg? It was on the beach, but I don't think it's one of mine. There is another class heading off for a swim. Help them into the water, and I will give you another reward.
Yeah, it's always the dragon egg, which I think is just a cosmetic. So this is actually for green progression. So you kind of have to do each one twice, because the first time you do it, you don't get anything for it. Effectively. We have to do 27. Yeah, the crabs seem very passive, so that's why I think you can kind of get away with it a little bit. You gotta get the birds. Look at this. Drop it, asshole. At least the bullet speed is pretty reliable. Imagine if this was slow. Drop him, dick. I actually got to watch turtles do this one time when I was in Mexico. They incubate turtles there, and they actually like keep track of them because the turtles will come to shore, lay their eggs, and move on. And so they would, you know, they intentionally like, you know, gate it off. They let them hatch, and if you're lucky to stay there long enough, you know, you can, you know, they know when they hatch roughly, right? And then you could actually release them into the sea. And it was pretty nice. It was a very fun time. You know, it was a unique thing to experience because you probably only get to see that maybe once a life if you don't live on a beach. It was nice. Turtles, unfortunately, don't have a lot in the way of defense.
I'd make you the children's godfather, except I know you'd rather have a light gem. So here.
This is a very famous voice actress, by the way. I don't know who it is. I've definitely heard this name, this voice before. Can you go any further? No. Okay, that's fine. I don't even think that the Spyro voice acting in this game is bad. I just think it doesn't, the writing makes it sound not like Spyro. Like, Spyro isn't stupid. He might be like a kid's protagonist, but he's not dumb. So it's a very weird decision that, like, the writing of this game is very tongue-in-cheek. Like, it's very on it, like, up front with how, like, this is a platformer. We do platformer things here, sir. Probably have to go the other way, I guess. Okay. This is a platformer. We do platformer things. What? I think one of my favorite parts just about the future is that pretty much every series that's still out today was a series that was created at least 18, if not maybe like 20 years ago. I'm really like starting to call this just the era of stagnation, because you used to get like tons of games back in the day. It was way more than you could ever possibly hope to keep up with. And like maybe not all of them were like god tier, like S+ games, but they were still fun. I mean, like this game isn't bad. From a 2004 lens, it's pretty good. And that's one of the biggest things, is that you have to look at a game from the time period which it was made. I think that's like a huge portion, especially for the gameplay. the fuck? This doesn't hurt you? Okay, whatever. How does he not become electrically charged? Alright, this is a secret area. We'll do this in a minute. Wait, how can it be a secret area if there's a required item behind it? No, no, it's not. Never mind, never mind. Very nice. What we also needed was for Nasty Nork to not be this doofus. Like, I never felt like Nasty Nork was not competent. I know the plot of Spyro 1 is kind of like, haha, he's short, so that's why he was able to avoid the spell. But also, like, I never felt like Nasty Nork was incompetent. What the fuck? He's immune to lightning. Can I bomb him? You probably have to fight him with fire. Dude, the guys with ranged attacks in this game are demons, man. Okay, perfect. I don't know if this is really a secret level, guys. Feels more like just a side area they gate off for progression, which is fair. You know what they did have in Into the Dragonfly that I don't think is in this game? Wingguard. Wingguard would actually maybe be potentially good, but I don't think you could do it in this game. Yeah, ours launch bullshit. Yeah, no, you can't do it. Huge missed opportunity. But maybe they just wanted to scrap everything that came from Into the Dragonfly, because let's be fair, that game was not well received by anyone, even at launch. That is not a game that people are going to go back to years from now and be like, you know, it was misunderstood. People just didn't appreciate it. The only thing I will appreciate is it does feel closer to a classic Spyro game, but it only has one world. Like, at least this game has multiple worlds. Thank you. I got controllered, by the way. This game is like levels. And there's like an overworld. There's not really, no, I'm sorry, there's not really an overworld. There's just a first world that you can get to. And that links to the other worlds. Excellent. Oh, Lord. It's really annoying to try to hit these things. They turn like crazy. Thank you. It just looks like an angry Pokemon. It's like when I found out the Plagas have eyes. Shit was creepy. Oh, that's a 2005 game. 2005 had Resident Evil 4 and God of War, and that shit really was so good. Completely changed the industry forever. You love to see it, man. Oh, and World of Warcraft, I guess, on other unrelated levels. What? Oh my god, they're really gonna make me wait. Yes, they will. How did I pass through it? You can only grab it and spin at a certain point in your jump. There you go. You gotta be. Okay, that one I could have noticed. I didn't do that right. I like it. Half of this playthrough is going to be platformer failure. Dude, there's no way that doesn't work. That is deceptively fucking stupid. There's no way that doesn't work correctly. There, you can do it. It's ridiculous. I was gonna lose it. So wait, you have to wait for it to be high here, right? Yes. Okay. Just so we can get a colored Jawbreaker. It's like an Ed, Edd and Eddy game on steroids. Okay, how the hell do we get up there? Well, we have to bust that because that's where a dark gem is. So that is absolutely mandatory because we need to get that dark gem. And then I think after that, there's one more level we need to get to. And that will have the last three that we absolutely have to get. How the hell do we get to this, though? There you go. I'm not going back for these gems anyway. Who cares? There you go. Alright, now the funny part is we have to go back around. I think the hitboxes are really fucked in this game. Like, what? There's a rock there. Okay, whatever. Alright. You know, let me go hunt seahorses. Or do you think it's just faster to die and just take the loading screen? Maybe. There. Sparks is also slower in this game. Like, there's just a lot of, like, little minor things. If you look at the PS1 game, Sparks is very quick. Like, you'll charge through an enemy, and the game will basically give you whatever the enemy has immediately. Like, you don't have to run. I've never had to run back in a PlayStation Spyro to pick up an item. Ever. That has never occurred. Not once. Okay, there's another pathway. What? That's quicksand? Are you serious? Dude, who made this fucking game? Like, actually. Why would you make it an instant death? Well, I got healed anyway. Yes, you were supposed to know that there's immediately quicksand. That's not safe. That's not dirt. You have to see that roiling and that bubbling, even though it's just one texture. This game feels like a mod. You know, I didn't think he'd beat me with that, but that's fine. He T-posed. Okay. You have to go way earlier because that startup animation is a long time. Oh, and you take damage too, by the way. Yeah, it really feels like there's no fodder in this game, like in almost any area. It feels like it's really sparse sometimes. There you go. Ridiculous. Who the hell thought of this?
Spyro, over here.
Ah, there you are, my favorite wallet.
My favorite. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten that someday I said I was gonna play like Tak and Tak 2. Because I played Tak 1. I'll be honest, I hated Tak 1. I thought Tak 1 was terrible. But I will play it. I mean, like, if there was ever a time to replay a game you hated or you loved or you never finished or all three at the same time, it's if you plan to make a playthrough about it. There's quite literally no better time. I mean, that has to make the most sense, right? It's like, well, at least it could be entertainment. Just like how you see you can't zap this, you have to zap this first. Okay, very nice. Wait, how the hell do you get out? Oh, it shows up. Okay, here it is. I didn't see that. There you go. What is this? Cloudy Domain, I think is the name of this level. There's only 4 worlds in this game, by the way. I kind of miss that, those intro and outro cutscenes. You know, Spyro 2 definitely had the vibe right. Spyro 1 had, like, the aesthetic, if that makes sense. Spyro 2 had a lot of the set pieces. Yeah, Cloudy Domain.
Spyro, if you've got money to spend, I am here to relieve you of the burden.
Very nice. There's my favorite wallet. That was a very interesting noise. Why don't we have a game about, like, dark fairies? Let's do that. Okay. Especially since fairies have all the magical power. What? That's so over the top. That's so ridiculous. No way, chickens? Oh my god, goodbye. Pain. I should have known their whole purpose for existing was just to snipe you. The green little Raid Shadow Legends ass enemies are just there to throw stuff at you with really good accuracy. Like Nork Cove level accuracy. Where's the other guy? He didn't come back.
Go ahead, Spyro. If you've got money to spend, I am here to...
Okay. Why does it make this sound effect? It doesn't make sense. He's holding a metal shield. Oh, this game is crazy. I would be so confused if I was a kid playing this game. I'd be like, wait, but he's holding a metal shield. What? Oh, you're friendly. Hello.
Oh, Spyro, yes, I've been expecting you. I hear you... What? Excuse me? Oh, it's no one. I hear you've been quite inquisitive about Red.
Well, yeah, but everyone seems to be avoiding the issue. Can you tell me any more about him?
About Jim? I don't know any Jim, but Red ended up being banished from the Order of Dragons for his terrible crimes. I've not seen him in years. He and I used to be friends until he turned evil. Then we drifted apart. You know how it is. Like ships.
Yeah, I do.
Do you know that you could deflect some projectiles with your wings by using them as a...
Oh, wait, it is in this game. What the hell?
Hold your wings in front of you like this. Do you like origami? This will allow you to deflect blunt objects. Bear in mind, Spyro, sharp objects will still be able to penetrate your wings and harm you. Hello?
Press and hold B. Oh, it is in this game. Never mind. B. Release B to come out of wing shield. You cannot turn on the spot, but you can turn, but you cannot walk. Okay.
Don't forget forget, Spyro, to protect yourself from blunt projectiles, use your wing shield.
Alright, cool. What exactly are blunt projectiles going to be? Hey, you can do this. That doesn't look blunt. It's a boomerang. You think a boomerang is blunt? Never mind. That sounded like kendo, too. Okay, very nice. All things considered, this is a pretty big level. I will give that to this game. It does have pretty big levels, pretty unique levels. We haven't learned wall kick, right? No, we definitely haven't. We learned stripper pole, which was somehow a gay joke. What in the fuck were they doing? That is fucking crazy. We need supercharge or a blast from a cannon shell. Oh god, I hate him. We can't get over there, right? No, we can. I don't know how. Ah. We already did all this. There's no way we fly to that platform over there. That's not possible. Oh, okay. Here we go.
You'll need 40 light gems to power the gadget.
We're at 36. Are you fucking kidding me? You almost have to 100% the game then. Are you for real? Is this an actual gate in this? Where was I supposed to get 4 more light gems? Dude, are they insane? What the fuck? Just to progress? I guess now we could go back to Dragonfly Caves or Dragonfly Falls. And we do have the lightning breath, so we could go back to an earlier part. We've already completed Dragon Village. I guess we have to actually teleport. So believe it or not, not Nasty, Moneybags is right. But we're gonna have to teleport. Oh lord. Okay, we're gonna have to leave. Unless that's not how you progress in this level. That's the only thing I could think, is that that's not how you progress in this level. That's just something on a side note.
Hey, Spyro, over here.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna check it because I'm not gonna backtrack and waste time and money. otherwise. Okay, you'll never believe it. There is a switch here. There. So have to be very careful. How does this even work? I just think you should have, like, wing health. Alright. Oh! Alright, whatever. That's pretty ridiculous. Now I have to go back? Please say no. That's actually insane tier platforming. Are we even on the map anymore? I don't even think so. Oh, shit. Well, I didn't even bother to fight them. That would have been a horrible mistake. Ah, fuck. And I immediately misjudged the next jump. Yeah, sometimes Mantle makes you wonder, yeah, like, okay, you'll be fine. No, this one you have to be extra high for. Whatever, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh, okay, it is a big deal. It is a big deal, actually. He doesn't throw it if you're here. Ah! It makes like a bullet ricochet sound effect. Oh, great. Wasn't that nice? Yeah, let me get a sip real quick. I'm really dried out today. I think I yelled too much yesterday. Not anything in particular, just in general. The ricochet sound effect is what sells it, honestly. Alright, there's definitely some timing here. Okay, very nice. Nothing crazy. See, eggs are never used for progression in this game. They're only just used for cosmetics. That's why I say you have to have like a suitably long game to make the cosmetics feel worth it, you know? Otherwise, you're just collecting things to use to replay levels you've already beaten. Which can work in some games. Like, I'm not even discounting that. It just doesn't work in most games. Like, you want to have cosmetics that you feel like you've earned or you've really worked at, you know? And they can be used long term. I don't even know if they do anything, honestly. They just fly there imposingly. There you go, lockpick. This game is made by assholes. And there's no indication that half of those platforms even move. You just have to see they're a different design. That is terrifying. Okay. Oh, they really do try to body block you. Okay. Well, we're going to get 40 light gems. It's coming pretty soon, actually. What is this, number 38? So we're not really that far off. Yeah, number 38. Unfortunately, far off is not there, so we're going to have to wait. We still have another 2 dark gems and another platform back there. You get over there. Whatever. Whatever. Okay.
Hey, Spyro, over here.
Oh, this exits the level. Shit. Like, this is the one place where if you fall, it doesn't just take you back down here. I mean, it's just to make your life simpler. There's this big cloud veil, and then, but if you go down in this elevator, there is no cloud veil. Well, we have to go back. You have to get every dark gem to progress. It certainly was an intrepid design decision to do this.
Spyro, if you've got money to spend.
Okay. Okay, give me a minute.